All right, welcome back to Eyes Open Media. I'm just gonna do a update here on what's going on 365 page. Of course, if you want to send me mail and things of that nature, business stuff, whatever, it's PO Box 182, Newington, Virginia 22122. Okay. As you see, that's the Chinese yuan, the $100 bill. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, for those that are sending me messages, continuing to send me messages on my personal page after I've said about 300 times in the last 6 months to not send messages or links or videos to my personal page. And you have this page here. 365 is for the 365 crew. So the 365 crew that are sending me messages and links and things of that nature to my personal page, I can't understand it because this is a page that I created for you guys to post links and videos and all types of stuff and message me on this page. So the fact that you guys are still doing it on my personal page, I don't understand. So now some of you guys that are listening, you guys aren't part of 365. Some of you guys are on my investment team. Some of you guys are on, Eyes Open Media squad. You know what I mean? So you're not part of 365. So you guys are like, what is he talking about? You know what I mean? So for those that are on 365 crew, the block party begins today. So if you're caught posting, sending me links to videos and other stuff like that to my personal page message box instead of posting it here on 365, which is this is a post for you guys, then I'm going to start blocking. I'm not going to give any more warnings because I think I've gave 300 warnings. And I even did a post on I did a post on 365 about it. I did a post on my personal page about it, and I did set it in maybe like 2 or 3 reports about not posting, not sending me personal, links and videos and all types of stuff to my personal page because I want to keep it clear for actual family and personal friends and mentors and things of that nature. Because when I see 100 messages in my on my personal page and they're all video links and all types of other things that I can't even find my mentors and my business partners and my actual family members in my inbox. So I'm going to start blocking people. And so then you ain't gonna have no choice but to post on 365. Okay. I mean that's terrible, but I mean goodness great. What am I supposed to do? I can't even find my family and friends on my inboxes because I got so many people messaging me all types of videos and links and things I don't even care about. You know. So yeah. So I got to stop that immediately. I don't even check my messages like that either. Um, but anyways, Reuters here says exclusive Iraq oil companies agreed to restart investment to boost output. Okay, so here we go. So they're starting. So Iraq and oil companies. So it says Iraq, comma oil companies. Okay, so basically saying Iraq and oil companies agreed to restart investment, boost output. Okay, so this is good news regardless. Looks like things are about to start up because they understand that Mosul is about to be announced, and when Mosul is about to be announced, they're getting everything ready to restart the global economic of Iraq. Okay, so this is great news, and we're gonna start to hear things about the oil and gas law that needs to be completed. We're going to start to hear things about Iraq's credit ratings. We were talking about that about a month ago, saying there should be news about Iraq's credit rating here soon. That is went from for you guys that are on my investment teams, only a few of you guys. I did text you guys maybe a month and a half ago saying watch out because you're gonna go. Iraq's credit ratings were B minuses and things, but now they're going to turn into A minus, A plus, A plus plus, whatever the case may be, before they launch this global market. So some of you guys got that text from me. Only a few of you guys got that text, but anyways. So yeah, so we're gonna start hearing about that, and what else we're gonna start hearing about? We're gonna start hearing about a lot of things, man. We just heard about the WTO. That's gonna be looks like they're about to complete that. So yeah, just a lot of things are coming down the pipe for good old Iraq here, and it's because they're ready to announce Mosul, and once they do that, then everything, they're gonna deal with their CBI governor immediately. In that situation, I don't know if it's Shabibi, I don't know if Shabibi, but I do believe Shabibi is supposed to make a speech. Is supposed to hold a conference or speak in front of a large crowd. Okay, I saw him twice in my dreams. I saw him standing on a podium, speaking like in a conference, like he used to do back in the days. And then I also saw him standing next to Shabibi. Abadi, and there was a large crowd, and they were waving at the crowd like they had just launched the global market economy and given the people purchasing power. Everybody was smiling and celebrating. So I saw two of that. I don't know why I was able to see that, but I did. Okay, so I just want one of them to happen. Okay, I'm not gonna be greedy. I just want one of those two things to happen, and I think we're gonna get the conference call where he's going to announce either he's back or or Alak is going to stay in there or somebody else is taking over. And that's going to happen right after Mosul. We all know that. We all know Shabibi's waiting on Mosul. That's the reason why he hasn't come out yet to make any speeches or anything like that. Because he's waiting on Mosul to be completed. Then he's going to be able to step back in with confidence and say, yeah, Iraq's ready to go. Security has been completed. Because remember, he said we need stability and security. Right now, there's no stability in the GOI, but there's about to be security in the CBI because the terrorists are going to be completed. Okay, and then magically, well, I don't like to use the word magically because I rebuke that word. So let me do something else. Miraculously, the GOI is gonna finally say, "Hey, wait a minute, we love each other." Okay, that's why I kept telling you guys as Iraq turns, right? It's a soap opera. It's a soap opera because they're waiting on something. They're waiting on Mosul. They're waiting on Abadi in the government or the top of the government to say, okay, we're finally ready to go. They're waiting on the banking. They're waiting on everything. Okay. Okay. Let me reject that phone call. All right. So they're waiting on all that stuff to happen, okay? So, and then they're all gonna say, "Hey, I like you too. Let's work together. Yeah, let's work together. Yeah, we're not that bad of people, aren't we? We're all corrupt. Yeah, we're all, So that's basically what's gonna happen right after Mosul. And they're planning it out very well, as you see Abadi and Jabari going back at it, and government are saying this about Jabari, and then government is saying that about Abadi. Watched it all clear up as soon as they give us Mosul. Oh man, I'm so sorry about what I said. Yeah, you're not that bad either, man. It's all a soap opera. They have nothing to do. Okay, so they're making stuff up. Remember, I told you guys I'm not even going to report on this anymore because they're making this stuff up. Remember when I said that on the main channel? I guess some of you guys are like, "What? They're making this up?" Yeah. So I told you I don't want to even report on it anymore because they're making it up. It's a soap opera. They have nothing to do. Okay, so which is unbelievable. That's unbelievable intel. First of all, you know what I mean, because how many people know? How many people out there are even talking like that? Like they're making this up. They don't have nothing to do. You know what I mean. They're waiting on Mosul, and then once Mosul is given, they're all gonna be buddy buddies, and they're all gonna You're gonna watch them become buddy buddies. Remember on what day was that I said on this channel that you're about to see a Mosul media blitz, and haven't we seen that? Every day now, they're talking about Mosul. Abadi just came out yesterday and just told the world, "Hey, look, Mosul is imminent. We're about to have that soon, and we're going to be celebrating." Okay, so and I even told you guys that look for Wednesday for Abadi to make a speech about Mosul. Oh man, right on schedule, isn't it? Now we need to see Mosul liberated. Okay, so I gave Abadi to the 19th, and then I gave him 3 days over. Okay, so 19th. and 3 days over. Okay, so he should have it done by the 19th, but if not, I gave him 3 days over. Okay, and that was on my personal page. You guys saw that. Okay, so the 19th, that means 20, 21, 23rd. By the 23rd, he should have it. Okay, so if he goes over the 19th, I gave him 3 days over. Okay, because that's how they work in Iraq, right? You give him something, look for it 3 days over. Okay, so I'm looking for them 23rd, not the 19th. But if he gives it to us earlier than that, great. Okay, and then right after that, we're gonna see the CBI governor start to come out. I mean, Shabibi and these guys are gonna come out of nowhere. And everybody's gonna be like, where did this come from? You know what I mean? Like, why are you guys now? Oh, because they gave us Mosul. And I don't think Shabibi and them are gonna even be. I don't think Shabibi's even gonna front about it. I think he's gonna tell people, "Look, I was hiding until until you guys gave me Mosul. I was, hiding in the wings until you gave me Mosul back. And until my country was fully liberated, I didn't want to speak really too much." About what's going on in the CBI. But now everything is ready to go. Okay, so look for that. Look for that. Look for that. Okay. Jim Rogers. This is the video I uploaded. Actually from YouTube. This is a video from YouTube from somebody else, and I just posted it for 365 to listen to. Jim Rogers talking about the future of the world, talking about what investments he's in, what investments to not be in, and what's going on, the lies and lies and lies of the U.S. government and the world leaders all around the world about what's really going on behind the scenes. It was point blank to the point, for a lot of things. Do I agree with everything? No, but a lot of things he was saying are spot on. Okay, about what's going on behind the scenes. They're painting this perfect picture in front of you, but behind the scenes, everything is rotten. Okay, so it's like a beautiful tomato, GMO tomato. Outside the scene, the beautiful the tomato, it looks nice outside the scene, but when you slice it, it's GMOs, and it doesn't look like a regular organic fresh tomato. But you couldn't see that from the outside. And that's what's basically going on with society. That's what's going on with America. That's what's going on with Europe. Look at Europe crumbling in front of our eyes. The Western world is crumbling in front of our eyes, and it's all happening because this is what they want. This is the only way they can bring in a new world order is if the Western world is crumbled. If the Western world never crumbles, you can't bring in a new world order because the people will not beg for something different. And what's going to be different is going to be the new world order, right? They're going to give handouts. They're going to give funding. They're going to give all this stupid stuff. And they're going to make so many promises to people. And people are going to think, oh, wow, this new world order is pretty good. It was not what people were saying on YouTube, which is a huge deception, right? That's what's coming, and they have to crumble the Western world before that can happen. So what is China doing as they see, the Western world starting to crumble? Well, China's educating their citizens to buy gold and silver. The Western world isn't educating their citizens to buy gold and silver because the Western world is crumbling, and the leaders of the Western world are not allowed to tell you to buy gold and silver. Now, Jim Rogers told, in his interview, is saying, of course, gold and silver is what you need, but he's not an elitist of of the governments. He's not the government elitist. Those government elitist are not telling anybody to buy gold and silver. Okay, they're just saying, oh, the U.S. dollar is fine, everything is fine, stock market is at all time highs, but they're not telling you how that the stock market is all time highs. They're not telling you that the Federal Reserve is the one printing trillions of dollars and buying up the stocks, and it's not really real money buying up the stocks. You know what I mean? It's like what Drew Burton says, right? Millionaire Drew Burton. He says, you're compounding inside of a rev share system. It's monopoly money. It's not real money, And at some point, you start to withdraw it, and the company has to create the revenue for you to withdraw that money. That can't sustain. So what I'm going to do is we're going to be compounding outside the system for my 24. So it's real money inside the system and out. You see what I'm saying? So same thing going on in the Western world. It's monopoly money being used, and at some point that monopoly money is going to be turned off, and everything is going to just crumble and fall. Okay, so and you don't want to be inside that system with real money because you're going to actually feel the effects of it as well, right? I guess it depends on where you are, because if you're at the top and you're shorting it, then of course you're going to make a lot of money on the way down. But other than that, there is breaking news. Speaker of Parliament, the inclusion of the general amnesty in the session Saturday for vote. Okay, that's coming from Jabari, so that's a big deal. If they can vote on general amnesty, then I need to see a 1-to-1, because I don't, for me, for all these times I've been saying, I don't think you're gonna see I don't think you're going to see amnesty without a 1-to-1. But if they get this thing done on Saturday without changing their value, then they have changed the game plan. Okay, so basically, if we see general amnesty voted on and completed, then they have changed the game plan, because they were supposed to give us 1-to-1, then general amnesty, then a full blown RV, because general amnesty basically it gives them the right to full blown RV that currency. So if they give us general amnesty on Saturday, they have changed the game plan up. And if they had changed the game plan up, then that means that we're going to see the WTO. We're going to see them. We're going to see them enter the WTO without a rate change. We're going to see them get their new credit ratings without a rate change. We're going to see everything without a rate change. Okay, that's my opinion. I think if that's what we see on Saturday, if they pass amnesty without changing that rate, then they have changed the game plan up. And I think they're going to give us a lot of these things without a rate change. And then, of course, right after, they're going to have to then go to 1-to-1, of course. I think that we're going to see the credit rating, WTO, amnesty, all these things. It could happen without 1-to-1. If we see amnesty on Saturday. If we don't see amnesty on Saturday, then 1-to-1 is still up. 1-to-1 can still happen before we see amnesty. Okay, so I think that's it for me. I blabbled enough, and I'll talk to you guys later. THW Global is live with real advertising on there. We don't have a payment processors in the back office yet, but it is live with advertising. So that's huge. Once we get the payment processors, then the IVs are going to start being paid 10 hours a week. Okay, so is it gold or is it crap? Is it gold or is it crap? It's looking more like gold. Now put the payment process in there and then start paying out here in a few weeks. All right, so peace out. Eyes open.